WWE talent frustrated with men's Royal Rumble match. The future of Shane McMahon has been revealed, and WWE have no idea of WrestleMania plans. All that and more coming up in your wrestling news right now. How did you like the Royal Rumble, Andrew?
Meh. How did you like the Royal Rumble, Ross?
Meh. Good start to the morning. I especially liked it because I retained my Cultaholic Heavyweight Championship over you. Live reactions cut down to a palatable size coming to the channel later today. But we have news from the Men's Rumble specifically and certain frustrations to do with that match. This comes to us from Mike Johnson of PW Insider, who says the planning for both Royal Rumble matches... Oh, it just says men's in the title.
It does.
Who made these notes?
Adam made these notes. It's not me, pal.
Planning for both the matches was frustrating, but apparently in the Men's Rumble, the change in all sorts of stuff was changed over 20 times over the final days. These included changes to the spots, the order of the entry, elimination, and specific wrestler interaction. What does all of this mean, Andrew?
All of this means things as we saw in the Rumble, and we were talking about it as we were watching it as well. Things just seemed a little bit off, a little bit sluggish, almost like people were just doing things just randomly, not really knowing what they were supposed to do, and obviously this kind of reflects on why that was when we were watching it.
Yes, the report continues. All of these changes led to a frustrating day for talent with a lot of moving parts that kept shifting. So for some, it turned into a confusing hodgepodge, what a fantastic word, of things that need to remember or dispose of mentally. It all came down from Vince McMahon as he had his fingers deep in every aspect of the pay-per-view. What has one talent had to say about this, Andrew?
One anonymous talent said, "We were all in a whirlwind. Just as you had your rolling spots down, everything started over and over, and now most of us were back to square one. It changed again and again and again. It wasn't an easy night even before we hit the ring." And backstage morale is said to have been low following the event as well, which I think is... It's not really surprising. I think a lot of people were quite... Obviously, Kofi's spot, unfortunately, didn't go as planned as well. It seemed like a lot of the wrestlers were just struggling to find things of meaning in the match to do.
Yeah, it was a really lackluster Royal Rumble. I thought the women's match, for what it was, and the corner WWE backed themselves into by releasing everybody and having to call back random people from the past. I thought it was a fun match. The returns were fun. Ivory was a highlight.
Yeah, she was great.
Ivory once again. But the Men's Rumble was really, really underwhelming in terms of those big returns that we like, those big surprises that we like, and here we are again going off to WrestleMania with Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, the big feud in the company. And while it is a different lens on the feud, I guess we've already been there towards the end of last year, at the start of this year. I guess we're going back there now. How much time have they spent on Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns is what I'm saying over the past 8 years.
Yeah, I guess...
8 years.
8 years. Another thing as well is it could have been less predictable to get there, rather than him obviously come out at the end of the Royal Rumble and absolutely demolish everybody.
But it must be frustrating if you are just on that cusp of the main event scene, repeatedly being just put down by the same two lads over and over again.
Biggie. Sorry, what?
Oh yeah, you picked him, but he didn't win.
I did.
I picked Brock because I know what they're doing. Next up, oh God, we have news of Shane McMahon and his future plans, Andrew. Lay it on me thick there,
We do. So we've got obviously we saw Shane O'Mac come back in the Royal Rumble.
It was absolutely devastating.
He was in the final four of the Royal Rumble.
Final three of the Rumble.
Final three as well of the Royal Rumble.
He was the third last one out. The big final three of the men's Royal Rumble, and Shane O'Mac was in there. Never has returned, screamed of, "Oh my God, we need a cheap pop, but we don't know anyone else and we can't get anyone else. Let's just bank on Shane McMahon."
Mental.
Here comes the money.
Let me tell you, Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer reported that McMahon is booked for Elimination Chamber, which will obviously take place in Saudi Arabia on February 19th, and Meltzer also reported that Shane has a match on the books for WrestleMania 38, but his opponent has yet not been finalised. Now, what are we thinking, right, about Austin Theory versus Shane McMahon for the affection of one Vincent Kennedy McMahon? I wouldn't put that past them. Good match, that.
I think a small part of me just died at the prospect of that.
Imagine if that's what they go with.
Oh God, I hope not. Shane doesn't care about his dad's affections. He knows his dad doesn't love him. Just look at when it's John Cena's birthday versus Shane McMahon's birthday on Twitter.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, son. Oh my God, it's John Cena's birthday. What a lovely, wholesome human being. I love John Cena. The happiest of birthdays to you, my beautiful child, says Vince McMahon. It's going to be interesting to see what he does in Saudi Arabia specifically for me, because of course he has a fantastic track record down there because he, of course, won that Best in the World tournament.
He's the best wrestler in the entire world.
He became the best professional wrestler in the world. And also, he beat Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia. Remember that?
New Universal Champion?
Remember that? Oh, shut up, man. Remember that?
I do remember that.
Could you imagine if Roman Reigns' 530-odd day plus reign came to an end to Shane McMahon?
He is the best wrestler in the world, though, as we just said, so...
Oh, God, you make me sick. Who do you think this WrestleMania match could be against?
I was trying to think of people in the Rumble, and I really don't know. Like, again, he didn't really have much of a thing with it. He just going around punching everyone in nipples, he was. So there was no, like, feud to build from there. I'm going for Theory. I'm going for Austin Theory.
You are very, very probably right. Now we move on. I hope it's against Brock Lesnar in a UFC cage and someone throws away the key. And the only way someone can win is by killing the other man.
I'm telling you, those strikes he was throwing the other day, I don't think Brock Lesnar stands a chance against him.
Oh, my God. The words you're saying, it's terrible. Anyway, moving on to Brock Lesnar. And apparently Brock Lesnar will choose his opponent just going forwards, tonight on Monday Night Raw. What's it going to happen, Andrew?
What's it going to happen?
What's it going to happen?
What's going to happen?
What's it going to happen, eh?
I mean, it would be a huge swerve if he went for the WWE Championship because after losing it to Bobby Lashley, but that was at the behest of Roman Reigns, so I think it's more... It's solid. He's after Roman Reigns' his Universal Championship.
It's tantalising, isn't it? It could go either way.
I mean,
Paul Heyman screwed him as well. It could go either way.
And I think that's the thing as well, is like we hear of all these plans for what's going to happen, but WWE doesn't necessarily know how we get to that point. So things can change and stuff can be up in the air.
He's going to save Roman Reigns, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Could you imagine if he didn't? Bobby, I'm really upset at losing my title and how it happened. I want to face you again in Saudi Arabia. That would be strange, wouldn't it? Or maybe they could do that.
Maybe they do that.
Roman gets involved.
Yeah.
Maybe Brock wins the title back, and then we have title versus title at WrestleMania.
That could be it. Oh no!
I don't know what might happen. Maybe it is open-ended. But anyway, tonight on Monday Night Raw, you will see Brock Lesnar speak some words. Finally, we have WWE and their plans for WrestleMania. What are they saying there, Andrew?
We do. So WrestleVotes tweeted that Lesnar had to be the winner at the Royal Rumble. I'm told they legitimately have no idea what the WWE title match at Mania is going to be at this point. Avoid the old pigeonhole. So obviously we saw Brock Lesnar lose his WWE Championship to Bobby Lashley after getting hit by Roman Reigns, and then Paul Heyman aligned with Roman Reigns once again.
Yes,
so
he did.
Now Bobby Lashley is the WWE Champion, and yeah, things are seemingly up in the air about what's going to happen there. You could have Big E in the title picture. Now, after how they protected Seth, I guess, on Royal Rumble, you could have Seth in that picture as well.
I would say, just after the way the Rumble went, surely Seth has to have another chance at Roman.
You'd think that's what I thought as well, because Roman's not beat him properly yet, has he? Decisively. So that's still an open door.
Yeah, but Big E being on SmackDown has thrown a spanner in the proverbial works. Now he's going to be on SmackDown from here. That was weird how that happened. He just rocked up on SmackDown last week, and Kofi was like, yes, he's now officially back on SmackDown.
That feels sad. I would like to see a rematch of what Day One was supposed to be, rather than having Brock Lesnar thrown in the mix as well. I think that would be quite good. Hopefully have Big E win it there, but as you said, Big E's now on SmackDown.
Who else is on Raw? Shane McMahon?
Kevin Owens?
Austin Theory? Kevin Owens would be a good match, but
Kevin Owens and Seth
more heely, isn't he?
In there, yeah.
Kevin Owens is more of a heel, Bobby.
But I guess that's good though, because obviously Seth and Kevin was like, if you win that title, I want dibs on first dibs on that. So that could happen, and there could be a turn if Seth is getting a bit more.
He pays attention.
A bit more babby face, you know.
Yeah. Well, who knows what might happen here? Anything could happen in the World Wrestling Federation. Let us know down below who you believe first of all Brock Lesnar will pick to face going forwards, and who of course will challenge Bobby Lashley for his newly won WWE Championship as we head off to WrestleMania.
That light's on fire, Ross.
It's on fire. Oh my God, somebody put it out. Put it out, Andrew. Blow on it. Blow on it, Andrew. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Blow on harder. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's happening now.
We'll see you next video.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Are we doing another one, are we?
Yeah, we'll do another one.
I'm getting paid for 2 videos.
Oh, if you're not, I'm not then.
Oh, well, you only work here for free. We pay you in hats. Well, we have multiple versions of this hat, by the way, for Andrew. But he just wears the same hat, but multiple versions of the same hat every day.
Trying to get that heel heat, bro.
It's incredible.
Heel heat.
Why do you hook it over your glasses like that?
It's just because it's
because you got no ears and they fall off your head.
Well, I've got a bald head, so I need to keep it warm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's the biggest news of the video. We're still going, by the way. How are you? Are you okay?
We gotta go now.
How's the family?
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in the next video.
Is your family well?